My guest is Tracey Kelusky, and he's the coach of Panther City Lacrosse. You guys are getting ready to start your second season, and where we are, someone in one of the alleys in Fort Worth went and painted a bunch of Panther City Lacrosse graffiti. This is very impressive. Actually, that's not true. This is a set that they built. Very impressive. Abigail and your staff and her dad apparently built this. But what that does is that tells us the season's about to start because all the players are here. You guys are doing all your media stuff, content stuff, things like that. Tell us about the end of last year and what you did and why you think you might be able to build on that for this coming season.
Well, last year, our first year is an expansion club, right? So you bring in a bunch of new faces, guys that you think have a certain skill set, and I think, they have a certain skill set. Towards the latter part of last year, I thought we started to build a little chemistry. In the first part of the season, we were in every game. Right, with the exception of a couple, I think there was like 5 one-goal losses when we weren't able to be on the winning side. And then sure enough, we go on a 5-game winning streak, and a lot of that has to do with the guys just understanding who tendencies, being able to play with one another, but also a belief system. Guys started believing in one another, started trusting one another, and anytime you can do that with a young group, good things happen. And truth be told, I thought we were pretty dangerous towards the latter part of last year.
Well, Coach TK mentioned that they had a young group, and to me, one of the exciting parts about what you did is you did it with a lot of young players, and there are a lot of 20-somethings on this roster. You've also added some guys. Tell us a little bit about some of the youth you have coming in and how it's going to complement what you've got.
Well, our 2022 first-round pick overall, Jonathan Donville, he was the number 1 pick for a reason. He's arguably one of the best, right-handed offensive players playing junior lacrosse in Canada. Had a really good career at Cornell, went on to win a national championship at Maryland. He's kind of a jack of all trades. He's certainly a guy that can put the ball in the back of the net, but he makes everybody around him better. So, we're pretty excited to have him with our group. And again, we insert Matthew Gauthier, who's he had a really good Menlo Cup this year in the Canadian National Championships as well, and went ahead and picked up Anthony Malcolm and Mr. Burton on the defensive side. So we're a young group still. In comparison to a lot of teams in the National Lacrosse League, which I like because, again, we were going to be together for a while. But in particular, I like our team speed and the way we play the game. The guys are chomping at the bit to get going out there, and we certainly play at an electric pace.
They've been able to start playing some exhibition games in Canada. What have you seen that has made you give you any sort of feeling about this coming season?
Well, just the fact that there's certain level of comfortableness, I guess, with our guys. They obviously like I said, last year was our first year together, right? But the way we were able to build last year and the way the guys were able to earn each other's respect. And trust one another in such a short time was pretty incredible for me. And, to see that kind of come right into this season. And then we have some, nice additions like the aforementioned guys. So it's really good. I love the team pace, how athletic we are and how fast we play. I love, again, just the makeup of our defense and offensive units.
Which is something he had said starting last year that was the way they were going to play. All right, so I do circle games on the calendar, and one of the ones I always circle, of course, is the Saskatchewan game because their nickname is Rush, which, as regular readers, both of you know, is my name. And so one of the things I'm looking at is y'all are going to play them up there New Year's Eve. Or what do you make of spending New Year's Eve with Rush in a way?
Well, make sure we have our long johns, that's for sure, because it's probably going to be pretty cold in Saskatoon in December. But I think we built a pretty healthy rivalry with that group. They were a team that. Arguably last year, if we would have won our last game, we might have had a chance of making playoffs. They came in and knock us off. So I have a bit of a grudge against them for that, personally, as an organization. But they're annually one of the top teams. They had a bit of an off year last year. So anytime you can go up against one of the best teams in the league early in your season, it's a good measuring stick and seeing where we are.
So good luck. I share the grudge. I wish you good luck finding something awesome to do in Saskatoon on New Year's.
Yeah, right.
And good luck with the season, which starts in December.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. With Tracey Kelusky, I'm Rush Olson for the Fort Worth Weekly.